name's Ashley Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, I have another fact-filled Moringa morning for you guys. And this time I'm going to be trying out some of the Moringa orange and passion fruit tea from Miracle-Tree, and I'm also going to be sharing some facts about why Moringa is actually really good for students of all ages. So if you want to hear 4 reasons, and this is just 4 of them, there are tons more, but just the top 4 reasons, make sure you stay tuned for that part of the video. But first I want to talk about this guy right here. This is part of their caffeinated line, which is actually perfect for those college students who are needing a little bit of caffeine as the school year starts up. And basically as part of this line, it breaks it down back here. It shares how many caffeine levels per serving you get compared to this guy right here, coffee, and also black tea. So black tea, you are going to be getting 50 milligrams of caffeine, whereas coffee, you're going to get 125 milligrams of caffeine, but Miracle-Tree, you're actually going to be getting 155 milligrams of caffeine. So this is by far your best option. It's also a more natural form of caffeine, so you're not going to get as big of a crash as you might with coffee or other forms of caffeine, which is really nice. Like energy drinks are really bad for you, so this would be a way healthier option for you in several hundred different ways, and I'll talk more about 4 of them later on. But I'm really excited to try this flavor. By far, out of this line, my favorite flavor I think is still the chai one, even though I've been trying out some of the other ones, but I have been loving that one so much. However, I'm really excited to try this because it is hot outside still, so it's still the perfect time as we are about to transition into the fall to have this guy outside on a nice, like, hot morning. I'm super excited. Oh, it's got a nice fruity smell to it. Just so you know, it does come in the pyramid tea bags. If you want to see some of my other reviews and some other fun facts about Moringa, I'm going to link my Moringa morning playlist down below in the description box, so you can go feel free to check out the other videos that interest you. If I am trying a tea in that video, usually you'll see it in the thumbnail, and then in the title you usually see whatever topic I'm mostly talking about in that video. Usually when I steep these teas, I like really strong pungent flavors, so usually I steep them for 7 to 10 minutes. For these, they do recommend 4 to 5. So if you like teas at a normal steeped level, that's how long you want to steep these for. So while that is steeping, I'm going to talk a little bit about the topic that I want to share with you. As everyone is starting to head back to school, whether you're an elementary student or whether you are a college student or a master's degree student, no matter what you are, Moringa is actually healthy for all ages of students, which I think is just really cool. It has a lot of amazing benefits that you can have. And I talk a lot about them in some of my other videos, and in some of these you're going to get a little bit of a repeat just because it's beneficial in multiple areas of life. However, for all of the students who are heading back to school this August and September, I just wanted to share 4 reasons why Moringa is amazing for you. Obviously, if you want to know more, I'm going to have a ton of links down below in the description box. That's going to have the information that I'm sharing with you today, so if you want to read up on it a little bit more, you can check out those links. But also there's a lot of other information mentioned in those sources down below as well, so you'll be able to get a lot of really great knowledge on why Moringa is an amazing resource and why you should have it around all the time, whether it is in powder form, in which case check out some of the Moringa morning recipe videos that I have for you, or whether you're doing it as a tea, which for me is really nice because I like to drink tea at least like 1 cup a day. So I'm gonna try this out for you, tell you my thoughts on it, and then we'll get into those 4 amazing points. Okay, I've had this steeping roughly for the 5-minute mark, and I just want to taste it out for you guys really quickly. So here we go. Oh, my water is still cold. I put it in my electronic tea kettle and it didn't work. However, it's like a nice pleasant surprise, and I would definitely do this as like an iced tea, because that tasted really good even at the 5-minute mark. I'm sure it would taste wonderful as a hot tea as well, but honestly this is a really good cold tea, which was not planned at all. Apparently my tea kettle just didn't want to work. But this is actually a really nice cold tea. So if you're looking for a nice Moringa iced tea drink to have, I would definitely recommend checking out this guy right here. I also do have a coupon code that is down below. It is just for you guys. It is not an affiliate code whatsoever, so I don't get anything from you using it. It's strictly for you guys, so feel free to use that if you're interested in getting some nice iced Moringa tea, because that tasted really yummy even at like 5 minutes in, and usually I go for longer. I think I'm gonna drink this one cold. I don't think I care enough to try it hot. I think out of all the other ones, that's probably the only one that I could really see myself doing as an iced tea that I've tried so far. And I think that's just because this one is fruitier. It is, you know, more citrusy, so it just works for some of those colder drinks for the summertime. So that's why I think I'm kind of thinking that as well. And obviously if you're going to do an iced tea, you're going to want to steep it in hot water and then cool it. But honestly, even for it steeping into cold water, it did a pretty good job, which is surprising. I think this would be a really, really good one for your kids, especially if you like mixed this one. I feel like this would be a great one to like mix with some sort of like bubbly drink of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but I think if you did that as an iced tea and then you mixed it in with something bubbly, I think the kids would love it. Plus they're getting a lot of added benefits with moringa as well. I also have a few moringa powder dessert recipes that you can check out as well. They're going to be in that playlist down below. And that's like a nice way to trick kids into like having moringa and getting all of the added benefits while also putting it in something like tasty and sweet. But with that said, let's talk about why moringa is so great for students. I have my little cheat sheets right here, so if you see me looking at them, that is why. They have all the information, so I make sure I don't forget something. But the main point, and I'm sure I've said this in almost every single one of my moringa morning videos, is that moringa is actually extremely nutritionally dense. It's actually been used for centuries to help with malnutrition, and that's just because it has so much in it. Just to list off some of them, you're going to be getting 3 times more the amount of iron than you do in spinach, 4 times the amount of calcium than in milk, 3 times the amount of potassium than what is in bananas, and 7 times the amount of vitamin C than what is in oranges, which is insane. And we all know how hard it is to get kids to eat healthy food. And this is like a nice way that hopefully you can trick them into getting it as well, because there's like certain ways you can do that. Or hopefully they just really like drinking it as like a tea or something like that. For college students and master degree students, this is also great for you because let's face it, when you're in college, you're not eating the healthiest. I ate a lot of mac and cheese in college, like not very healthy for me, or a lot of rice, you know, which is like semi-healthy, but like I'm also missing a huge amount of my nutrients. You're busy. You're studying so much, you're having to do so much with your life that you just don't have as much time to take care of yourself. So having something like this around just helps you get a little bit of that added nutrients that you kind of need. Another reason that moringa is amazing, it actually really helps with energy levels. And it does this in 2 different ways, which I think is really, really cool. And so it helps with tiredness and fatigue, but it also boosts up your energy as well. So it's helping in both of those areas, which you don't get with a lot of other drinks. And with 10 grams or 2 to 3 teaspoons of moringa, you're actually going to be getting 32.2% of your daily recommended value of iron. And this helps reduce tiredness and fatigue that is in the body. And then it also gives you 18.9% of your vitamin A for the day. And vitamin A is actually there to support the metabolism of your iron so that your body can soak it up better. So with these 2 in play, it's really, really going to help with fatigue and tiredness and really combat that, because when you're in college, you're not getting as much sleep as you probably should, whether you're up late with friends or you're up late studying, either one is a possibility. And then with kids, like, there's been a lot of studies done, especially in the US, that kids are not getting as much sleep as they need. And obviously, you're not getting 100% value with all of this, so you are going to want to make sure that you're supplementing in other areas as well, but this is a nice way that you can get that in there. Moringa also contains vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, and all of these actually contribute to high energy levels, which is going to help then boost up your energy. So in both ways, you're going to be getting help from moringa, and that's only with what did I say, 10 grams or 2 to 3 teaspoons of moringa daily. Number 3, something that is super important, is actually moringa has been showing signs that it is really good for your memory. There has been some studies, and one of the links down below talks about this, but there has been some studies that moringa is actually really, really helpful with postponing Alzheimer's disease. And so they've done a couple of different studies to see how moringa really affects memory in the brain. And they found that the anti-inflammatory and hypotensive effects could actually enhance your memory rather than degrading it, such as what Alzheimer's does. It also helped improve the electrical activity and the levels of the brain, I'm not going to say this right, monoamines? Hopefully that's how you say that. And there are 3 of those, so that's your, I was not a science major, as you're about to tell. The norepinephrines, the dopamine, and serotonin. So it actually improved all of those areas, which, I mean, we could all really use that, but especially in school when you're having to remember so much, everything's getting thrown at you all at once. It's just really good to have something like that on your side. Okay, and number 4, I'm sure I've mentioned this in other videos as well, it's extremely helpful for stress. And I don't know about you guys, but I was very stressed in college. Like I had fun times too, but like there's just so much happening. There's so much you got to get done. And even in high school when you're trying to balance like social life, who you are in society, math, science, arts, like everything, homework, tests, you're having to balance so much in your life throughout school. It's just like, it's a stress time bomb. And Moringa is really, really good with helping lower your blood sugar, which then is connected to stress levels as well. But it's actually an extremely powerful adaptogen. And for those of you who don't know what adaptogens are, don't worry, I didn't know until this either. It is actually a unique set of herbs and plants that greatly improve your body's ability to adapt to stress and also fatigue. So this ties into the whole tiredness that I mentioned earlier. There's actually been some studies that show Moringa helps you in areas to resist stress, whether that is physical stress, chemical stress, or biological stress. And a lot of that has to do with the certain vitamins that you're getting into your system, the fact that it's helping with energy levels and fatigue and helping lower your blood sugar. And there's so much happening in there that's kind of hard to unpack all in this video. So if you want a video just on Moringa and stress, let me know in the comments below because I'd love to dive into this one a little bit more. So that is just 4 of the main things that I think are pretty universal with a lot of students, no matter what age they are. And so that's why I wanted to mention those 4 points. Like I said, there's a lot of other reasons that Moringa is really, really, really good for you. But those are the 4 that I'm going to tackle today. I do cover a lot of them in my other videos, so feel free to check out some of those as well. Again, if you would like to try out this tea as an iced tea or kind of change it up for something sparkling for the kids, feel free to use that coupon code that is down below. Again, I don't get anything from that. That's just for you guys. So use it, abuse it, have fun with it. But that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you were able to learn something from this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about Moringa or things that I mentioned today or any of the articles that I am listing below. But other than that, if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you would join my channel by subscribing and also clicking the little bell that is down below so you can get notified for all my future videos. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.